your husband Shirish has written the film.
Yes.
He's the producer. In fact, you all have started a company for
Called
the first
Three's
time.
Company.
Called Three's Company, I think dedicated to your children.
Yes, yes.
Is it different going out there as a producer?
No, it's a bit different. It's nicer in a way because not that when I made my 2 movies with Shah Rukh, I was ever made to feel that I'm only working as an employee or something. It was as much my movie as it was his. But sometimes now when I think, oh, this is my set, and oh, these are my guests, so oh, I'm the kind of the hostess of the party. Yes, so it does feel nice, and if the movie does well, oh, it will belong to us,
Yeah, the rights belong.
Yes, it will, and our children will enjoy this when they grow up or whenever.
So does that mean, now that you've tasted ownership of a film as a producer, does that mean that going forward Farah Khan as director will be available only to Three's Company as a producer?
Yes, someone asked me whether I've tasted blood, and I said yes, now I've become a vampire. And it just makes more sense to now to produce the movies that I'm going to direct, because there is a brand value attached to it. I'm saying it very not having any false modesty. There is a brand value, there's a certain price that my movies will fetch and will earn for people, and it just makes sense that I own that. And I would never have had the guts to take this step if I hadn't had Shirish, who was by me and telling me what to do and saying that, listen, I am there and we will produce it together. Because alone I have no sense for business. I don't have a business head at all.
I believe this is a film, Maar Khan, actually, that Shirish wanted to direct himself,
Yes.
but wouldn't get takers as easily as you would get. Your marriage, I'm going to move a bit, make it a bit personal now. Your marriage is breaking the accepted rules, isn't
That's
it?
good, isn't it?
You had 3 children at one go.
Yes, my husband is 8 years younger than me.
He's 8 years younger.
Yeah.
You had your children in your early 40s. You're breaking new grounds for contemporary women,
isn't it? It's not that I did it purposely.
You didn't say, I'm going to be a pioneer and do this. I'm just saying.
But the thing is, I did not stop myself from doing it just because it wasn't the accepted thing.
Yeah.
Because, oh God, your husband is 8 years younger. Yeah, it works for us, I really don't, after a point, listen to what people are saying about me, because I know how much I talk about other people, and really it's 5 minutes in a day. And then I have my own worries and my own things to look after, as is the same with other people. If you tend to worry about everything people say, you will not end up achieving anything. And in many ways I think it's good, because he's of a younger generation, so now I know what's happening around, how the world is changing.
And you even have your pulse on the
absolutely, of the newer one which is coming. Well, I got married when I was 40, and so I could have kids only. I was very clear, if I have to have kids, they will have to have a father and a mother. I myself come from a broken home, and I know it's, however much anyone, it's not a pleasant thing, but the kids always go through a tough time. So only when I was sure that I'm getting married is when we had kids. God was kind enough to. And then when I was told I can't keep 3 kids, I fought tooth and nail and said, no, I'm going to make sure that they're all healthy and they all come out.
But was it very difficult? Was it something that required extraordinary resilience and strength and courage?
It does require, and I think only a woman can go through it. A man, if he has a cold, he will lie in bed and he will grumble, and I had to take literally 5 injections a day, some in the stomach, some in the thigh, and over regular periods of 3 hours. And you won't hear a woman, women go through it countless number of times. IVF is not the least of painful procedure. But I think they all do it with a smile, and I've seen so many women in my doctor's clinic, and they were doing it for the 8th time and 9th time, and I was lucky it happened to me on the 3rd go. And it's just something we do it because we know that you want that baby so badly that it's nothing, it's going to pass.
Farah, every time I see you, I keep, I just said that you embody the spirit of the Hindi film industry. You can be over the top, you're dramatic, you're funny, you're loud. Dramatic, I think, sums it up most, okay? And these are compliments. The question is, what moves you? What gives you pause for thought?
Anu, there are a lot of things that move me. I cannot even watch a picture of a child who has been abandoned, or I can't. I get tears in my eyes. I mean, I was reading about baby Moshe, who says good morning, and see, I'm going to cry now. And you know, things like this, my emotions are really at the top when it comes to things like this. But I think more than anything, I'm at my easiest when I'm watching my kids, when I'm at home and they're dancing for me, and now they sing Jana Gana Mana, they're not even 3, and it gives me so much pride and joy to see my 3 children standing and singing Dayak, Dayak, Jaya. Sweetly, so I think that's my world and I'm very happy.
Okay, you know, in getting ready to meet you for this conversation, I sort of went through a lot of things that you seem to be up to and whatever was in the public domain. And invariably, the one question that everybody seems to ask you and, you know, comes up is Shah Rukh Khan and you.
Yes.
I didn't even realize what a big deal it is.
Oh God, even I didn't realize, but it looked like Hiroshima had been bombed or something.
My question to you is, clearly it's a deep friendship, but what kind of friendships are these that, from what I read, it seems to suggest that these friendships are so fragile that the moment you don't work with people, then you're no longer friends.
It does suggest that, and that is only because it is people's...
Oh, is it something that's true of the film industry? Is that the way you all work? That when you're in it together, and if you're not together, you're not...
I think what happens is when you are really, really good friends, even little things can hurt you more than someone else's big thing. So I think that's what has happened, and not... no, I think we have... Some of the friendships I have are gone beyond just work. And even with Shah Rukh, I think it's been made out. And like Shah Rukh once told me, soon we will believe what people are writing of us. You know, it's because there's no communication so easily anymore. Every day you're reading, and you have to be really strong not to believe what you're reading, even though it's about you and him, and you're the person concerned. So I think that's all there is to it, and I met him 6 months ago. And
no, but it's not about the film industry, you know, about doing things, working together.
See,
and
but
being
working
friends
together is a
and
big
all of
bond.
that.
Is a big bond in the film industry, because
which is not the same in other businesses.
No, because I'm sure when you work together in a news channel, or you have your colleagues and you're friends with them, and if you shift to another news channel, that there will be a little bit of a distance there. You won't meet up that often, or you won't have common things to discuss. It's the same. Making a movie is like going into one big boss house for that many days, and that becomes your world. And now I will be spending 25 days with Katrina and Akshay, and that's when I'll be meeting them, and in my weak movements I'll be confiding to them, or they'll be confiding to me. So that bond does become stronger and stays stronger if you are working together.
But on the flip side, you're saying that bond also weakens when you're no longer
No, I don't
together.
think it weakens. There is a distance, and there is a lack of communication for a longer time.
So,
Like I really haven't met Shah Rukh for the last 6 months.
but I read somewhere, and that was, I thought, very interesting, very touching, where you said, you know, I miss the humor, I miss the friendship, because he gets me, you said.
Everyone asks me, do you miss the actor or do you miss the producer? No, I miss the friend more than anything else, because if I crack a joke, I don't have to explain it, you know. Or if I say something, or if Shah Rukh used to have the same sense of humor, I hope we still have it, because we need to be able to laugh at most of the things that are written. This war that has happened.
I mean, you know, what's the point of being friends if you're not friends in the long run?
Exactly. But we've had a long run. We've been friends for 18 years now.
Yeah, so
It's
longer
18
run,
exactly, I know. That's what I said. I miss the friend more than anything. I would really, I'm sure when the movies are released and we'll have time on our hands to catch up, and I want him to see my babies.
Once Tis Maar Khan is released, are you apprehensive about what is your reaction, or what is your anticipation when it comes to public reaction? How do you prepare for the way they react to your movies?
There's no way of preparing for it, Anu. You have to just believe that they're going to love it, because I love it, and I think I am the public more than anyone else. I'm completely massy, and I'm know when I want to go in a movie, what makes me want to get up and dance in the seat. So I put my own personality in the movie, So there's no way I don't go into the theatre to watch the reactions. It's very scary.
Oh, once everybody says, okay, it's a hit, even then you wouldn't go in?
See, Om Shanti Om, I couldn't go in. I was
Yeah,
like almost 7
yeah.
months pregnant. Main Hoon Na, yes, I went in after a week.
We hope the public embraces your movie.
Thank you. I
with
hope
as
you
much
like it
energy and
too.
affection that you tend to seem to make your movies.
Yeah, I think they'll like this one. I got my goosebump moment when I was watching the mix.
So we wish you
Thank
all
you
the
so
very
much.
best.
Thank
Lovely
you.
talking to you, Farah.
Same here.
Thank you.